According to the R.K. Merton, manifest functions are those functions which are explicit in nature, which are obvious in nature, which are directly observable. Hello friends, this is Shahbaz Khan. A very good morning. Today I have come up with another interesting topic of the day which I will discuss. The name of the topic is latent and manifest function. This theory was given by famous sociologist whose name is Robert King Merton. Robert King Merton was an American sociologist. He was a student of Parson. At the same time, on this perspective point of view, on this perspective aspect, he belongs to the group of functionalists, or he was to follow functionalism. At the same time, he was positivist. I have told you in my previous classes, functionalism is an idea according to which whatever there is in society is useful and functional. At the same time, the positivists are the groups of thinkers who try to study any social phenomena in a scientific manner. They try to derive law governing human behavior. This is a brief or the sketch of the perspective of Robert King Merton. Robert King Merton gave this wonderful theory which was used by him as an example in his famous work, which was published in the year 1957. The name of the work is Social Theory and Social Structure. In this book, he coined this term manifest and latent function. According to Robert King Merton, any social phenomena and institution has two functions attached to it: manifest function and latent function. According to the R.K. Merton, manifest functions are those functions which are explicit in nature, which are obvious in nature, which are directly observable. On the other hand, latent functions are those functions which are hidden in nature, which has underlying meaning, which are not directly observable, and which are not obvious in nature, which are indirect in nature. So, while elaborating his concept of latent and manifest function, he gave the example of Hopi tribe. The Hopi tribe is a tribe which lives in the Arizona state of United States of America. The Arizona is the sixth largest state of America in terms of the area. In this state, a special tribe lives. His name is Hopi tribe. So he studies this Hopi tribe while analyzing or studying their culture or traditions. He coined these terms latent and manifest function. Among this tribe, there is a special ceremony was held. Here, the member of this tribe comes together, they gather at one place, and here in this collective gathering, they try to perform a ritual. The motive of this ritual to please the rain god, so that this area could get enough rainfall or adequate rainfall for this agriculture activity. So the main function, in fact, this what I have given you the example, what I have given you a definition of this manifest and latent function. Manifest function are those functions which are direct in nature, which are obvious, which are directly observable. In this case, when this Hopi tribe was performing these rituals to please the rain god for adequate rain, the manifest function in this sense is when they gather to please the rain god. So here the manifest function, which is directly observable, or the direct function of this ritual, is to please rain god for getting enough rain or adequate rain for agriculture purposes. This was the manifest function of this whole exercise. On the other hand, if I say the latent function of this rituals is to bring solidarity. How? When these peoples gather at a one place, they come together at one place to please the rain god. In this manner, this member of the society, member of this tribal group, come closer to each other. In this common gathering, they feel this power of social force. A social force, a kind of euphoria generated during this ritual ceremony, where all the members of the society gather at one place. At this heightened form of energy or the social force give the impression that really brings solidarity in the society. So here this ritual ceremony of this Hopi tribe has two functions attached to it: manifest function and latent function. The manifest function is to perform a ritual to please the rain god for adequate rain. On the other hand, the latent function is to bring solidarity in the society, where this common gathering fuel the society with a sense of closeness among the member of the particular tribe, of that Hopi tribe. If I take the example, if I give you the example of different social phenomena in our society. For example, if you take the example of schooling. In a general parlance, in schooling, children go to school to learn the basics: reading, writings, calculations, or he learns the science, maths, all these subjects. Here the manifest function is to get education and required skill, so that kids could become resources in the society in a later period of his or her learning. On the other hand, the schooling aspect has latent function attached to it, which is to provide a kind of socialization to these kids, so that they could learn the norms and the values of the society. And these norms and values are not directly observable, they are the hidden part of the society. But they need to learn this underlying aspect of the society. So this schooling aspect has two functions attached to it. First is to get education, that is manifest function, and second is to learn these norms and value of the society, is a latent one. Another example you can give, in our society we often go to marriage ceremony of friends, of relatives. In the marriage ceremony, the manifest function could be when this marriage happens between two opposite sex. The manifest function here is to bringing two adult member of the society for the important function, that is procreation and sexual gratification. This is the manifest function of the marriage. When the two adult members come together, they are into this bond of marriage, they are into this institution. The manifest function in this case is to fulfill two of the objective of this marriage, that is procreation, bear and begetting the children, and sexual gratification. On the other hand, the latent function of this marriage ceremony, when the relative, friends and everyone in the neighborhoods are invited in this marriage ceremony, they come and this community comes together, they gather at one place, and this particular place they feel close, or they feel closer to their members of the society. And here in this sense, the sense of solidarity, the sense of closeness among this kinship group, among this community increases. That is the latent function of this marriage ceremony. I'll give you another example, or the third example of this latent and manifestation in our society. When a person is in need of a cloth, for that particular purpose, the person is required to visit a clothing store or a departmental store or a shopping mall to buy this cloth. That person here goes to the mall and buys some expensive cloth, the costliest one. Here, that person buys some expensive cloth to show his status in the society. Here, in this sense, the manifest function is that person is in need of the cloth. For that particular purpose, he bought that cloth, and the purpose of this clothes that person will wear in a particular marriage ceremony of his friend. Here, this is manifest function. But on the other hand, the latent function of this whole exercise, that person's bought some expensive clothes, and here his clothes are means to show or exhibit the social status in that particular ceremony or in his society where he belongs to. So every social phenomena or institution has two functions attached to it. That is manifest function, which is clear, direct and obvious in nature. On the other hand, another phenomena which any social institution or social phenomena has latent function. The latent function are hidden in nature, which has underlying meaning and motive attached to it at the same time, which is not directly observable. So this was in brief what is manifest and latent function of the Merton. Thanks a lot.